Racing number 50, it's Clayton Davies! Crossover from Clayton Davies!
Davies wins round number 3.
And Clayton Davies gonna slide up in front, and it'll take a look at Clayton Davies trying to make a move for second place. It's gonna work, he's gonna slide up to the top line. The race leader, it's that number 50. On the inside line, and Davies is gonna get by them all in one swoop. An unbelievable pass as he works his way back to the start finish line.
JD Brown, the man to beat with the 12.097, 12.097. Clayton Tilley, lap number 1, 6 quick with a 12.248, a 12.248. Can he go better on lap number 2? We'll see where he ends up. He will go to position number 5, Clayton Davies in car 50. Got the Hobbs, trenching and boring, number 50 machine. The Team ABR set up shop. They'll down the order for Clayton Davies with 12.746, 12.746. He'll get one more lap in to try and re-qualify the CarQuest Auto Parts. And Clayton Davies, quick time, 12.059 for their support with the Sprint Car Pro Qualifiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count 6 drivers in this heat that have held the Sprint Car Pro license. Clayton Davies, Tim Smith, Clayton Tilley, Vinnie Sansone, Dylan Hauser, and Paul Bryan. All drivers that have held World Championship licenses in sprint cars. Of course, that's not to take away, Jacob Harbert's. He's done it in late models as we go green in heat race number 1. Who will start on pole tonight's 30-lap main event? That's going to be Clayton Davies leading the way down the back straight away. Smith and Lindgren work nose to tail. Tilley got around the outside of Dylan Hauser. Here comes Tilley trying to come up to Joey Lindgren for position number 3. Tilley looks to try and duck it down to the inside out of turn number 4. Clayton Davies continuing to lead the way. Tilley goes low into 1, Lindgren lowers the cushion, but it's going to be Clayton Tilley getting the drive out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, Tim Smith slowly but surely closing in on your race leader, Clayton Davies. 3 car lengths between the pairs, they work down the back straightaway here at the Weed Sports Speedway Park. Cross flag sticks around, 4 down, 4 to 1, Clayton Davies. Looking to continue the perfect night so far in week number 1 of the CarQuest Auto Parts Pro Qualifiers. Lindgren meanwhile coming after Clayton Tilley as we work through turn number 3 and 4. Lindgren, will he go to the outside? Yes, he will. Now here comes Tim Smith now trying to work into the top side. The pair of Claytons, Davies and Tilley, they will work and load through 1 and 2. Cut back line for Tim Smith. 2 laps left to run for Clayton Davies. In the Hobbs, trenching and pouring. Weston for the WSN, CD Cinematography, car number 50 for ADR setup shop. White flag is out. 1 more time. Meanwhile, Lindgren has gotten by Clayton Tilley for position number 3. Here comes Smith to the inside into turn number 3 and 4. Davies and Smith. Give it to Clayton Davies. Going to hold on for victory in heat race number 1. Second will go to Tim Smith. Joey Lindgren third. Fourth will be Clayton Tilley. Tampa Teat rounds out your top 5. And what a way to open up heat race number 1. Parts World Championship Sprint Car Series. Of course, that'll be live on Dirt Vision and iRacing. Ready for a start. 30 laps to distance here at Weed Sport. It's time to go racing. Clayton Davies, he says, let's go green here at Weed Sport. Smith up to position number, well, he started 3rd in fact. He's working the bottom side of the racetrack, works low. Helms tries to work it through the middle of the speedway down into turn number 1 and 2. Lindgren, Forster and Tilley 3 wide down the back straightaway. Clayton Tilley again, he picked up the win in last start's Kentucky at iRacing lead. Now look at the 24. I believe that's Tanner Petit who forced his way up the inside of Joey Lindgren. Smith trying to fend off a challenge from John Helms, as now Smith comes after JD Brown. Tilly also running the bottom side, Forster runs the outside, Smith cuts back to the top, Helms back to the inside, side by side for your final podium position. Helms has got position number 3 as they enter turn 3 with Smith. Not going to give up on the top side of the racetrack, but it is Clayton Davies at the moment, who's got a nice little stranglehold in the opening 4 laps of this main event. Smith into the wall, jumped across the limit, bunched it up, got the car back on all 4s, kept it going. That allows Clayton Tilley in the 51 machine to try and sneak up and try and get another position. Of course, Clayton Tilley was so dominant in the sprint car qualifying series last year. Can he have that sort of run that all gets into the left rear of John Helms? Helms trying to take it easy at the moment. Tilley knows that he has to get hustling right now. He wants to finish inside the top 20 to get that invitation to the World Championship Series. He knows what it takes to get it done in the qualifying series. Keep an eye on Nick Cooper as well. He's no stranger to World Championship racing here on the iRacing.com service. Meanwhile, Tilley again. Tilley and Helms continue to work it. Oh no, Tilley in the back of Helms. Here comes Smith coming up to JD Brown. 1.8 seconds for Clayton Davies meanwhile. 9 down, 21 to go. Battle really starting to develop between JD Brown, Tim Smith again. A lot of these drivers you see here have held World Championship licenses. A 6,900 strength to field, I think it was. In fact, let's take a look at the strength to field on this one. 6,800 in this A main. Smith again. There goes the lap car. That's Richie Preston in the 25. Tilley goes low. Preston stops on the racetrack. We go yellow. I think Preston TV over the next month and a half. Pace car is in. Clayton Davies says, let's roll on by. Lap number 11 is complete. We'll start lap number 12. 19 remaining here in Weed Sport. Clayton Davies already opens up over a 1 second advantage over JD Brown. And like I said, the guy in second place, he's really going to be on his A game. Slider line from Brown. Smith will he try and turn it back underneath? No, he can't because John Helms is there to the inside, side by side. Smith and Helms. Helms has got it, but here comes Smith. Rails back to the outside of the racetrack. Is there a question on will Smith try and make it 3 wide to try and get by JD Brown as Brown shuts it on John Helms into turn number 1. Here comes Tilley to the inside. Helms makes it though. Helms is going to be 3 wide, stuck in the middle right now. Tries to get back down to the bottom side. Cannot do it, and he may have been saved in the qualifying series. Green flag is out one more time. 14 down, 16 to go in your 30-lap journey. Helms trying to force it up the inside on JD Brown. He will do so. Helms is going to make it wheel to wheel down into turn number 3. Meanwhile, Tilley trying to get by Timothy Smith. So good 2x2 action for 2, 3, 4 and 5. Couple of rows of 2x2. Helms into position number 2. Brown slipping back to position number 3, but just gets up on the cushion and puts the 14 on an absolute roll. 3 wide as we come out of turn number 4. Smith, Brown and Tilley all 3 wide behind John Helms. How good is this racing so far? Towards the front of the field, Smith, Tilley, Brown and Helms really putting on a show here in Weed Sport. Helms holding on to position number 2, and while this battle is happening, it is allowing Clayton Davies to drive away from the rest of the competition. Helms and Tilley both put the slider line on JD Brown. Brown forcing his way back to the inside. Tilley and Helms through the middle of the racetrack. Tilley, a little bit into the concrete wall on the front straightaway. Here comes Aiden forcing Owen car to the 20 to get by. And look at Tanner Petit in the 24. 6 cars about to do battle. Now they get 4 cars as Helms and Tilley drive away from 4, 5, 6 and 7. Smith into the wall on JD Brown again. Brown holds on to position number 4. Petit and Forster. How about Dylan Hauser? +7, Paul Bryant +6, Jacob Harberts +5. In your main event, we've got 10 remaining, so 2/3 of the race distance is complete. And it is still Clayton Davies, just under a 1 second lead. Meanwhile, battle on for second. Tilley gets by John Helms, so it's Australia 1 and 2. Can the Aussies, can they hold on for the 1-2 here at Weed Sport? Tilley 1.1 second away from Clayton Davies, so it's the pair of Claytons who've come into tonight again trying to regain that World Championship license. Brown still sitting in 4th position. Tell you what, Brown and Smith have really put on a show here tonight in round number 1 of the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Qualifying Series powered by iRacing. Smith gets the run out of turn number 2 and moves into position number 4. Here goes Brown back through the middle of the racetrack, back to the outside of the line. Give it to Tim Smith, 6 to go. It's the 86 and Smith slides up to the cushion. Here comes Brown. Now he's going to have a run back down to the inside, and we are yellow. Here we go. 5 laps left to run. Davies and Tilly. Davies gets an enormous start on Tilly. Tilly caught sleeping there. We go into 1/3 of a second. Slider line by both Davies, Tilly, and John Helms. Smith, once again, is going to work back to the cushion. Your top 3, all on the bottom side of the racetrack. Tilly closing in on Clayton Davies now. Just 4 laps left to run. Can Davies hold on? This is positions number 1 and 2. Tilly ever so close, and now time is ticking. Time is running out for Clayton Tilly. Clayton Davies goes to the top side. Tilly works to the bottom side of the racetrack. Can he get underneath him? He'll try and stick the front wheel on the inside. Davies trying to shut the door. Who's going to have it up the line? Oh, we are yellow. We're going to have a look at that in a second. Here we go. Green-white checker is upon us, and Clayton Davies once again with a fantastic restart on the exit of turn number 4. He knows he's only got a second and a half to go to get the job done. Tilly is going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink at him, but it may not matter because the white flag is out. 1 lap left to run for Clayton Davies. He'll stick to the bottom side through turn number 1 and 2. Works down the back straight away for the final time into turn number 3 and 4. Your CarQuest Auto Parts Pro Qualifying Series main event winner is Clayton Davies.